What the fuck is? Because we're on fire?
As a new test.
Like, who yelled "Burn It Down"? Like, whose voice is that?
It's the intro to some wrestler's thing.
Okay. Is it George the Animal Steel? It's been a while.
Dean Ambrose, I believe.
Exactly.
The Dean
was
Ambrose?
that gay wrestler for a while? There was like a gay, whose whole deal, he was gay.
Goldust.
Goldust, there you go.
Goldust.
Yeah.
Really?
Goldust
And they
was-
let him work?
Oh, you got to see his intro.
Yeah. Come out
He might
and
even be
like,
trans. I think he's actually trans. He was before,
came out like in a boa and shit. He would just kind of come and be like, woo!
He had a blonde wig.
Yeah, blonde wig.
It was
and
Dusty
He
Rhodes.
went into your closet, got his outfit. You
Please.
dressed like a three-quarter.
Quarters.
the quarters in my pants.
At least 85%.
Yeah.
Guy's wearing peach and it's freezing.
Yeah, it's actually more of a.
You love it. Brian's wearing short sleeves for you, right? So you can see his guns.
The kid's in great shape.
He's dressed like for the month. You don't even check the weather. It's fucking freezing
I don't
out.
have any body fat. Like I'm fine. I could live in like the Yukon.
Talk like that's bad. You don't have any body fat.
use a little more. You could use
Body fat. Look at me.
tone or something like.
Would I?
Yeah.
You want some of this? You want some of this?
Yeah, great. Roar!
So
Stop talking about me.
Joe Matarese started with me yesterday.
Oh, the Matarese?
Joe Matarese, and
The
then
Joe
somebody, and then of course he's like been trolled professionally.
Yeah,
he's been off Twitter and on Twitter and off Twitter. So he said something to me about like I was, he whatever.
Something about
I guess we
taking
can find a tweet. It's not that hard to find. But then so then of course all he said was oh snap,
Yeah.
And then people sent me these two documentaries about him. The first one's called An Inconvenient Goof, a Joe Matarese documentary. And then,
many people watch
there's
that?
a sequel called Italian Psycho, another Joe Matarese documentary. They're fucking great. Like it's and the best part was Pete Correale. They show a clip of Pete Correale going, he's going, Joe Matarese made his own documentary about himself. And I'm like, he's the dumbest of all of them. Instead of just looking, yeah. Hey, Kevin Brennan, 666. Maybe I take meds so I don't ever have a podcast called Burning Bridges. See, I'm a little angry. Doesn't your really successful comedian brother take meds?
Oh wow.
Hashtag passive aggressive.
It's actually kind of funny.
First of all, the only problem with Neil, they're basically on the same track because like they're drugged out.
Yeah.
And if you're drugged out, you just kind of go, okay. And that's what Neil does. He just hangs around people. And they go, Neil, you want to look at this? He goes, okay. So the problem with Matarese, he hung around with the wrong people. He hung around with Artie Lang,
Yeah.
a confirmed drug addict.
He's like throwing garbage out now.
Yeah.
This video I saw,
And then now he's trying to hitch his wagon to Sebastian.
Sounds pretty unstable to me.
Oh, Artie?
No, Matarese. He did a couple gigs with him in
Did he?
in Wells Fargo, and
Singer of Skid Row is doing comedy now.
so then
Back. Yes.
no, but the funniest part was
probably
the
does
funniest
do
part when Matarese was doing these gigs. He was like, because he's always like doing Facebook Live from his phone and everything while he's driving, and it doesn't look safe because he's driving. He keeps looking at the camera.
Probably in traffic.
No, he's like,
that vain?
no, he's not. No, you can tell he's not necessarily in traffic. He's driving home from a gig. It's probably a Sunday afternoon. There's not a lot of traffic.
Yeah, I
There's
heard
not a lot of traffic. Save your fucking gold puns for a second. So I'm always thinking like this guy. And then one time he was driving his car. He goes, you know what, everybody? I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it? He goes, what you got to do is you got to tell everyone about Joe Matarese. You got to share my videos. You just got to tell the people. We got to create like a movement here. It's like you can't. It's like that's not how it works. Where someone go like, you got to listen to Joe Matarese,
right?
And then they'll watch it. They'll go, okay, he's pretty good.
Wildfire.
They're not gonna fucking go like, oh, you got to go. You got to go.
Was he driving in the HIV lane?
Yeah, because he has AIDS.
Yeah.
Oh, he don't have AIDS.
Well, it's HIV is not really AIDS. It's like starter.
No, I know. I'm just shitting on your pun. You're an idiot. Anyway, he does take a lot of meds. He probably takes as many meds as Magic Johnson.
Right. Yeah. Poof.
Or Neil.
AIDS don't
Here's the thing. I've been on meds. When I was in California, I was on meds. All meds do is just like if you're angry, they just confuse you so you're not angry. When you watch Joe Matarese's podcast, like now he does it by himself. It's called Medicated. He's just confused. He's like, what was I gonna say? He goes, I'm taking 10 milligrams of this thing and 10 milligrams of this. What was it? What did I? But he acts like he's got a producer. Like Garrett's in the booth. He goes, Garrett, where's that video? But he's talking to himself. He goes, where's that video? Last show was about bad. He goes, let's find. What's that Bad News Bears clip I was thinking about? And then he looks away like he's talking to somebody. And then he goes up on his screen. He goes, no, that's not it. Again, like he's talking to somebody.
It's like the
He's
greatest
talking
show
to
ever.
himself. No, that's not it. And then he goes to another fucking Bad New Bears clip, and he goes, yeah, that's the one. First of all, okay, it's a good movie, but it's like 40 years old. I think Walter Matthau's dead. So is Jack Lemmon probably.
Yeah.
All that era actors are dead.
Two of them are dead.
Walter Matthau would be like 100 years old.
Still a good actor.
Yeah.
He was a good actor. I mean, that was a good. But anyway, like if you're gonna do a podcast by yourself, you got to be really focused. You got to be like Bill Burr, like landing a fucking helicopter in the wind. Got to be ready to go. Not this high. What was I gonna say? Have some notes.
Tell some people about the podcast. That's what
Tell people about this. Then they're watching like, this is terrible. I watch it when I can't. I'm not kidding. So sometimes when I have trouble sleeping,
you watch Joe
I'll listen.
Matarese.
Yeah, because I used to listen to Four Guys, Four Corners, Lenny's podcast. I would listen to that sometimes when I was
Four
sleeping.
Guys might also be Lenny's podcast.
Yeah, that's I think Five Guys is a burger place. Anyway, so Matarese, I've been listening to him a little bit. Because it's so ridiculous. He's just spin. You can tell he's on too many medications. His head's spinning. He's confused. But that's what they want when you're angry. They want you to be confused so that you're like, what am I angry anymore? You lose kind of your anger impulse. It kind of deadens it. But it deadens a lot of things.
I do a really good Walter Matthau Bad News Bears impression. Do you want to hear it?
No.
It's called Yes and.
Oh, yes.
And
I'm sorry to bother you kids, but we better win a game soon because I'm going to be over here drinking a beer in the car and you kids aren't playing ball so good. So
That's Columbo.
shit, you're right.
that's also what you say to your kids, too.
Hey, right now. You come in here, tuck daddy in and tell me a story once in a while. I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm saying these
all I'm
Bad
saying
News
is you
Bears.
got to be angry or don't be angry. But don't be talking about your meds and it's just listen, nobody gives a fuck about your meds. If you're a comic, nobody gives a shit what you're on. It's like if you're a porn star and you sit around and talk to other porn stars about your feelings. They don't that's not your job.
Start fucking.
Your job, yes, fuck somebody. Put a dick inside one of your dirty holes.
That fucking remote control up
It's like
your
if you're a
ass.
comic, they don't really want to hear. They don't even like comics killing themselves because it kind of makes them sad. It's like, oh, you guys are fucked up a little bit. Maybe,
We might be.
maybe.
It's like watching sausage get made. You know what I mean? Just eat the sausage.
Yeah. So they don't want to. They don't need the. They just do jokes or don't do jokes.
Right. Don't break the fourth wall.
Go ahead, caller.
What do you got? Favorite Halloween memory? Really?
Yo,
Off to a great start.
Are you shy? Talk.
yo, what the fuck is going on, man? What the fuck is going on with you, bro?
Who's this,
Why
Jimmy?
you letting these
It's like Jimmy
niggas
Martinez.
assault you, and you've been up under me all this motherfucking time, and you letting
I
bitch.
think he means he's gonna call us back.
Okay.
Is that what he meant?
I believe so.
Because I think his
I
reception
ran it
was.
through Google Translate, and that's what it said.
Excuse me. Excuse me, stewardess. I speak jive.
I speak Ebonics. I think what that gentleman caller said is.
I will call you back later.
I think his phone card ran out.
It is. It's funny. It is funny when guy wants to beat you up now wants to be your
You got to
security.
be a fucking security guard.
You've done a 180. Oh, it's really good stuff. How was the Brewer shows?
Good.
How's AC? Do you?
It would be fucking. He would be furious if fucking. If I brought Jimmy Martinez to the Village Underground,
God.
Gary Gulman would be like, "Oh man, I didn't mean it like that." What?
I was just kidding.
No, man. I was telling you, just be cool.
Don't need to,
I was holding you against the wall, trying to get your attention.
Your shoelaces are untied.
Be cool.
Put you up there to make
Cool,
sure
man.
your hair was good for
I
you.
was going to tell you, you forgot to wash your hands.
Jimmy would just be like grab him with his big fucking paw.
Jimmy's big.
Squish him up into like a box.
Nobody wants to fuck with Jimmy. I'm kind of spooked at that.
Well, you're kind of what?
I'm kind of spooked that I fucked with him that day. I didn't plan on fucking with him. I just pushed him too far. And plus, I know we were trapped up there. He could have murdered us all. He could have murdered us all. And no, they wouldn't have found us for days up there. And that fucking.
You'd be like Godzilla, like going through town.
Is that
like,
Jimmy right here?
Here.
Yo, Jimmy.
Hey, what's going on?
is popping?
What is? I'm good to see you, brother.
What the fuck is up? What up, bro?
I didn't know you were so close.
All right.
What happened? What happened, man?
You got to get on a mic. He's got to get on a mic.
Come on, man. Come on. Pull me up, bro.
Put your chair over here.
Pull me the
No,
fuck up.
no, you, Brian. Brian, you get over here. You get over here.
All right, man. What the fuck? Take your shades, man. The Bad to the Boys Club right here. What the fuck happened, dog? Soon as I step out of comedy land,
Where were you?
in the
Gerald.
street, what else am I at, man? You know, living my life. What the fuck happened, bro?
He,
No, tell the truth.
Oh, wait,
I
wait.
need
Let him
everything from the beginning.
Let him get it set up. It's only going to take a second.
All right, come. I need everything from the beginning, man.
Yeah.
So, you know Gary Gulman, right?
Yeah, the passively aggressive motherfucker. I know him very well.
What do you mean passively aggressive?
He's nonchalantly arrogant. He's
Right.
very nonchalantly arrogant. I know
Right.
who Gary is. You know what I mean?
Right,
but
right.
I never known Gary to be a physical motherfucker. So, this white on white crime has really got me disturbed right now. I'm just keeping it a stack. This shit it's not supposed to happen. So I need to know from the beginning, Kevin, because we all know you're a fucking troublemaker. What happened, though? What happened?
Okay, so, he was giving his writing tips. You follow him on Twitter?
No, I don't fall. I don't even fuck. No, I don't.
Okay, don't interrupt Jimmy. By the way, don't let me just get the story out. Don't do your stupid puns because we only have fucking 45 minutes anyway.
Go ahead. You have the floor.
And then someone's calling it, and then Pete Davidson's calling it 3:00 anyway.
Perfect.
Hold on for a second.
Sorry, I'll take a nickel bag.
I'm down the block from my audition. I'm over at Kevin Brennan's show. Like I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of something. I gotta call you back. Go ahead. Come on.
So anyway, he's been giving these writing tips from the first of the year.
Oh, really?
Just writing tips because he's at the top of his game, right? That's what he said. I'm just quoting him.
Editorialize. Just tell the story.
I'm quoting him. He's at the top of his game. He's going to give writing tips from the first of the year. It was supposed to just be for a month. Then it got over to February, which is Black Awareness Month.
Black Awareness.
So
I'm very aware.
I thought that was stepping on some toes, if you know what I'm saying. So then sometime in February. He's on top of his game. He's giving writing tips. I follow him at the Village Underground, and he's got a legendary bad temper. He flips out on audiences all the time.
Really?
Yeah. Like for years he's been doing that. Anyway, so I'm at the bullpen section of the Village Underground where the comics sit.
Yeah.
I'm on next. And all of a sudden he flips out on some audience member, but it was unprovoked. Like the woman was just talking or whatever, or he didn't like the way she was laughing, or maybe she ordered something or whatever. But he wasn't doing great, and then so he flips out on her. Just flips out. He goes, you're interrupting the great Gary Gulman, third person bullshit.
Oh my God.
Like this fucking. Anyway, I was going to throw the N word, but like with the A at the end, Yeah. So anyway, out of respect for you.
Yeah,
so anyway,
for sure.
so this white boy. So he's just basically shits on the crowd. Basically trashes the crowd because it makes it all about how she's interrupting him. And again, we didn't hear like if you're there and you don't hear shit. And then all of a sudden the comic flips out. It's really about the comic.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
I just wanted you to finish your
So
point.
if someone's heckling you from the middle of the room and everybody can hear what's going on, that's a different story. But if no one can hear it except you got to fucking deal with it. And it's a 15-minute set. So just eat your shit and get the fuck off and let the next guy deal with it. Okay. Anyway, shitting on her and blah, blah, blah. Then he does his thing. Then he hits the mic against his leg, and he goes, I'm doing a Dave Chappelle impression. Yeah, Dave Chappelle, right? He goes, the problem with Dave Chappelle, he gave us Neil Brennan. This is what he says, okay? So Sam Morrell comes up to me, he goes, does he know you're next? I go, I don't know what the fuck he knows. So I don't say a fucking thing. I just go up to it. The crowd's not good because he shit on them. So then about 2 weeks later, he's still giving writing tips, and it was like I think it was Valentine's Day because Valentine's Day is not a good day for me. So anyway, Valentine's Day.
1 second.
No. Let me tell the story.
Question for you.
No, I don't give a fuck. I already told it.
Gary yet? Are you tweeting him about his writing tips?
I'm about to say it, you dumb fuck.
Oh, I'm fine. Move.
Don't interrupt me.
Whatever, Papa.
So then Valentine's Day.
What?
Valentine's Day, I tweet back at him. I basically say he gives one of his writing tips. I retweet it, but put a comment on top of it. I go, the dirty little secret about Gary Gulman is he flips out on the crowd. If he's the least bit interrupted he flips out. I've heard he flips out on waitresses for taking an order. Because that night after he flipped out, I go, that guy's a fucking asshole. And the manager goes, he flipped out on a waitress a couple weeks ago at the Comedy Cellar at the Village Underground. He said, you shouldn't have taken an order now. It was a dumb time to take an order. During the show. Because he's a fucking
we're
genius.
Supposed to stop.
Yeah, he's a
making
genius.
money
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
club.
And where they're selling drinks, people are drunk. There's going to be interruptions. If people are drunk and they're ordering drinks, shit's going to happen. So you got to be ready. So do theaters. If you don't want to do it, just do theaters. So anyway, that led to one
Is
thing.
his weight up enough to do just theaters?
I don't know. So then, like you don't even know Pete Davidson and Vinny Bryan are at it. So you act like you have your fucking ear to the ground out there. No, he's not doing theaters. Like you know dick about squat, as they say.
Huh?
So then next time I see him. It's a while. Like, it's not till April, because I remember we did that show at West Side Comedy Club, Comedians at a Compound. April 1st.
I was going to come. I couldn't make it.
April 1st, I do a show at West Side. Then I'm going downtown, and I go to the cellar. He's on. I'm on next. I walk in the room. He's going like this, so he can see if it's me. So then I walk to the room to go to the bathroom. I'm on next. He's already on. I'm walking to the bathroom. He stops the show. Doesn't say a word and just stares at me. I know he's staring at me because everyone's looking at me, and so then I go back in, I go in the bathroom. He starts talking again. I come out. He does the same thing. Just stares at me. Stops the show. If that's not fucking arrogance, I don't know what the fuck it is. Because it's like he thinks I'm 6'7". If somebody heckles me, I'll just beat them up. So that's his mentality. Ben Bailey's the same way. They're like, how fucking...
No. Chill with Ben Bailey, homie.
Okay.
Ben, he a good dude, and we're not gonna do Ben. I'm here for this Gary Gulman.
I'm just saying, I've seen it with guys who are big. I never seen Dan Adamman stare down someone in the crowd.
I smacked the shit
Or
out
Brad
of an audience
Trackman.
member before.
Huh?
I smacked the shit out
But
of
you work rough rooms.
Best birthday ever.
This was at the Boston Comedy Club.
Okay, well, that's a rough room. I was there at the beginning.
Nevertheless,
Jason Steinberg got shot at the Boston Comedy Club.
That's awesome.
Yeah, with a BB gun. I was out. I was like looking for a new next comic because I was hosting. I come back. I go, Jason, I just got shot. I go, I got Mark Maron, so it's all.
Mark Maron's up next.
I didn't even give a fuck.
Okay.
I didn't even give a fuck. It's like, you got shot with a BB gun. West 3rd Street was rough back in the early 90s.
Clearly, yeah.
Was.
In the late 80s.
Used to break into Ben Bailey's car all the time, every motherfucking week around when he had the little red stupid car he had. But I need to know at what point did this shit get physical?
Okay, so then after I walked to the cellar that night, I'm next. I'm waiting in the room. He comes off stage, walks over to me, just doesn't say a word, starts shaking my hand, and then starts squeezing it real hard. And I'm like, oh, whatever. Okay, dude. I mean, the only problem is I just broke my elbow fucking with Ben Bailey. No, I actually fell. I was running for the train. I broke my elbow. So he's squeezing my hand. I'm like, I don't want to be like, hey, it kind of hurts.
Kind of hurt my hand here, Gary.
So your pride got in your way of your arthritis.
Uncle.
So then but then John Laster brought me right up. So he doesn't do a lot of time. He doesn't do a lot of time in between. For once, it came in handy. You know? So I go right up, and then I don't even fuck with Gary Gulman. I just go through that little door that leads up to the stairs.
Back, yeah.
I did my set. I grabbed my bag. I just went outside the exit, emergency exit.
Down,
and then I just went home. And I looked behind me a lot of the times. But I'm like,
but at what point did?
He already touched me then, and then I went on. I
need to know. Listen, Kevin. I'm talking about that whole ass post that you put up to criminally indict him because he can go to jail. If that was me,
if I was a woman, he'd be in jail. If I was a woman, he'd be in jail.
If you got smacked by me, I would be in jail right now.
Yeah, that's a
put
good
that
point.
fucking post
that's a good
up.
Point.
I would be in jail right
That's a
now.
good point.
And the fact that this motherfucking
very
Gary
good point.
Goldman motherfucker is walking around unscathed.
White privilege.
Exactly. This is my point exactly. But this is what I'm going to say. All your motherfucking co-hosts, I promise you, if I was still your co-host, no disrespect, Brian.
Not at all.
If I was still your co-host,
Too different.
no, that motherfucker would not have fucked with you, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
And this is
You're
a
right.
motherfucking fact.
Yeah.
And I don't really know a lot
later,
about
Brian.
Gary. No.
Thank you, everybody. No, it's
He
been great.
needs you here. He needs you
I
here.
appreciate it. Mr. Cumia, thank you for the opportunity.
Nah, man. No,
No, you're right, though. You're right. You're right.
That was some real sucker shit because here's the thing, man.
He ambushed me, too, in the bathroom.
That's the important part. That's the story he wants to hear.
That's what I want to hear.
So it's last Friday. I know he's on the show, so I'm on first, and I got John Laster's MCing. So he's up. I'm first.
It was on third.
So
That's actually funny.
I know you hate when he actually says something funny. When you gotta give him points. So I'm in the bathroom in the Village Underground, checking myself, see if I have any snot coming out of my nose, and just checking myself in the mirror, you know. And then all of a sudden he just bursts into the bathroom and just fucking throws me up against the wall. And I'm like, and then luckily the guy was there, the bathroom attendant, and he was like, break it up. And then Sean, the bouncer, came in.
Sean, that's my guy. Good guy right
And
there.
then he broke it up. And then you know, he just kept holding me. He was like, I remember he said,
What is he saying? Why
saying like, don't. I think he said, you're talking shit about me on your show, and I'm like, I got a show. I guess I'm something. At least I'm somebody. I'm doing pretty good. I have a show. No, so he's shaking me, and then he's like, he goes, I'm not really shaking me, just pin me up against the wall, and he's like, he goes, don't test me, motherfucker, or something like that. I'm like, you already did. You failed. I don't know what
That's
else
what
to say.
you. That was
because he
your-
did
yeah,
kind
that
of
was
fail. He
like
did
your
kind of.
fucking
In the chopper.
you know, like
No, because he did kind of. I did test him. He did fail. He lost his shit. You know, he fucking lost his shit. So again, I know he's easily triggered.
I don't get that vibe when he's around me. I don't get that vibe from
People aren't
Gary.
gonna fuck with you.
No, but
there's all kinds. I talked to Chad. Chad's like, everybody has a story where they saw fucking Gary Goldman lose his shit, whether it's on stage or I think it's mostly on.
I gotta stop by this show.
I appreciate it.
And I need to figure out
It's like
what the fuck is
Bob
really
Hope
going
used,
on.
this one like when Bob Hope used to drop in on Letterman. He goes, I was across the hall live at 5.
Right.
And I heard.
We can run lines if you want.
But nah, man.
I appreciate it.
Gary Goldman.
Are there
Listen.
abrasions on your body? Like,
Yeah, there still are. You didn't. What?
I didn't see.
You didn't
but
see the tweet?
I can feel them.
No, it's still there. I still got fucking scars.
Are you going to press charges? You called me yesterday asking me if I thought you should
Okay,
press charges.
that's might be off the record.
Whoa. Now, and a comedy club where you are, where you're destroying, and he's got to go up next. You understand what I'm saying? Like that.
That's how I
don't
bury him
expect-
by crushing, and then he bombs after me.
Yeah,
I'm probably better off maybe getting a.
You said what?
I've always heard snitches get
lawyer.
bitches.
Yo,
Yeah, but it's not to me. That's no way of getting even. I gotta get. I don't want. I don't
it's
want.
not even about getting even my game.
Right. That's what I said.
You got a whole
That's
lot.
what I
So
said.
you calling Brian P. fucking McCarthy for legal advice? So you get the law involved. That's some whole shit. Harry arrested. And then I was like, wait a moment. He's white. He ain't going to jail. And then I said, you know what? Let me come up here and let me put a message out to Gary Goldman. Yo, Gary, man. Listen, homie. I probably said what's up to you. This one right here. This is the camera.
For one.
We probably said what's up to each other maybe 4 times in my career. I remember at one time you was helping some little white boy that actually got a writing job to move to L.A. But every time I spoke to you, I've always felt like you was, I don't know, like you felt like you were better than me. And I could dig it, dude. You look like a hulky Keanu Reeves from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I get that, you know, and look at me. I'm just a regular old motherfucker, and I'm going to come and see you. Keep this shit comedy-based related, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Kevin, you be on some whole shit, but you my big brother. I've known you since I was 16 years old.
Right.
But, bro, do not get the cops involved when you out here starting whole shit.
That's what I said.
You hold that, and you just keep doing your shit, man. Where were you, Brian P. McCarthy?
Let me tell a message for Gary right now. You mess with the Brennan, I'll send you to heaven.
Doesn't even rhyme.
I don't
Kevin
even know what
and
that
heaven rhyme.
Listen, man.
Two of us.
All right, man. Good luck with your audition.
Thank you, brother.
Great time. Pleasure seeing you, man.
Already, man.
See you later.
All right. Break a leg, honestly.
Be good, Kev, man.
Here, get yourself some lunch.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah, he's.
There you go.
Get yourself some lunch on me.
Look at that.
Yo, be good, y'all.
All right, see you later.
There's more where that came from, but not much.
He's so great. He's going to do like a Lifetime movie about like a sweet high school principal now. Like, so he's going to read some like. Jimmy, you're great.
That was
It
hilarious.
was really good. All right, great. He's in the
We gotta
studio
call
now.
it
He's
out.
all over the place. God bless him. Oh, now Garrett's coming in here. Garrett, do you have a message for Gary Gulman also?
If you have a message, you talk into that camera.
The camera
one.
Gary Gulman, right? Camera one.
It was like when they do the
The confessional. Like in
yeah, the
True
confessional,
World,
yeah, when they do
whatever,
the confessional,
Real
when they
Life.
go, yeah.
Yeah. All right,
When
good.
Snooki goes in the confessional.
He came in like the Kool-Aid guy. I was like, holy shit. Wow.
It was classic because he calls, the call breaks out, and then 2 minutes later he's here.
He's
It's
inside.
like, no, it's like we're in the future. It's like, oh shit, I can't call you, so I'm gonna jetpack myself over there.
There too.
Yeah,
Genie.
Yeah.
Rubbed a lamb, he pops out. Yo. So, all right, well, other than that, how about these midterm elections?
Yeah.
I know, in Benghazi.
listen, you can't. Listen, what I agree. My wife said you got to go to the cops. I go, listen. I kind of, it's kind of
Shit, you know?
No, that's kind of my game. It's kind of, if I'm going to talk shit, there might be some consequences. And then if I go to the cops, I look like, I go to the cops.
I still think you go to the cops, to whatever. I mean,
Yeah, but then I asked my Twitter lawyer, and should I go to the? He's like,
Matarese?
I said no. I said if I don't go to the cops and then he does something again, is it better to set up like a precedent? He goes, not really. He goes, you have pictures. There's witnesses that he did it before. So,
what are you, a schmuck?
but every time I've gone to the cops, and I've been to the cops a couple of times with like, assault and battery. I don't know what the difference is.
Like Charles Bronson from Death Wish.
So I've been to the cops a couple of times. You always end up they always end up pressing charges against you, and then you got to get a lawyer.
Yeah.
Because if you show up to court without a lawyer, even if you do have a fucking hit podcast, they don't want to talk to you. They want to talk to your lawyer.
they don't want to talk to you.
At all times. It's like that's why they have agents. That's why they have all kinds of because they don't want to talk to you. They want to talk to you. I represented myself one time in Ocean City, New Jersey, and it was a fucking fiasco.
Paid to watch that.
I was
Of my life.
I was cross-examining this woman. I was basically implying she was a whore.
What exactly was this?
It must have been. It must have been gold. Like I really was cross-examining.
You're like Ted Bundy when he was
No,
cross-examining.
we had a Hatfield and McCoy situation with my neighbors because they were renting out the douchebags, and I kept fucking fighting with the neighbors and the guys who owned the building. They're fucking Russian whores, and but anyway, it was and I thought, I'm gonna get fined anyway. So I'm gonna have to pay the lawyer. So maybe I'll save money, just represent myself, and take the fine that way. But the judge threw the book at me. He fined me as much as he possibly
Really?
could have, just because he's like, I don't want people representing themselves, even if it's a little fucking municipal fucking court in Ocean City, New Jersey.
I'll tell you, man, I hate when the whores are Russian. I always go, hey, slow down and work those balls.
Sometimes it's not appropriate.
Right. Well, I'm sorry. Sorry, Judge Judy. I was trying to think of a Matlock.
I mean, he was a. What's his name? Jimmy was funny. He's like, "Where were you, Brian?"
Right?
the fuck were you, Brian?
Imagine if Brian was there.
As soon as I can. Right.
My blind sidekick.
I'll get him.
Put him up, Gary.
He's trying to break up a fight. He's grabbing waitress's tits.
Pretending he's
Full of
blind.
Mozzarella sticks. I'm like, I'm right there.
Don't touch my boy. Your boy already left.
There's a golden goose over here, Gary. He's like, I'm Todd Barry. Why you rhyme?
Has there been any like ramifications since? Like, has the seller done anything? Has any?
Well, I got some spots, so I didn't know if they're going to punish me.
Yeah.
I sent Noam an email, but I didn't hear back. I think he's ghosted me a little bit to kind of sweat me out. But
Yeah. Or he might
I
just
think
be
they're
trying
not-
to let it go away.
Huh?
He might just be trying to let it go away.
I think it's just like, it's not a big deal. You basically, Liz and Noam were basically implying that night that, like, I feed off of this kind of thing.
Well, I don't know what would give him that idea.
I don't know.
What could possibly give him that idea,
Idiots.
Kevin?
Pete Davidson.
Oh, Pete Davidson's
Oh, good,
calling.
Pete.
All right, great. So I try to get Vinny to call, but I don't know. Vinny, you can't get Vinny to call at any time because he's on the line with people, and then And then he is kind of a dick anyway with getting back to you.
Sure.
But Pete, Pete, what happened? Thanks for calling in, by the way. I know you're busy.
Oh, yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do, you know. I got to play myself on SNL.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So what happened?
Yeah, man.
What happened? So what happened? So you were at the gig and then you left?
Yeah, it really is a factory of stress. Let me tell you. I was there, and someone made a joke about me, so I left. And that's not my contract, you know.
So do you have in your contract nobody can make jokes about you before you go up?
No, you can make eye contact with me. I'm fine with that sometimes.
So you were
But my eyes are very dark, so you can't look too long, or else you go blind too.
Yeah.
Were you wearing sunglasses? I mean, were you in the green room when he was on stage, and then you split through the back way, and and then you made the Instagram post from your car, right?
Yeah, it's truly it's what comedians do. You don't talk to people or address it. You send Instagram videos around.
And then Vinny had to address the Instagram video. It was fucking great.
From stage.
It was great. No, because Pete makes the Instagram video. Vinny's watching it and addressing it like in real time.
It's happening. Like he's having a conversation.
Because it must have just happened that he put out the Instagram video. And then Pete's sitting in his car. Yeah, your eyes were dark. So my question is, were you like all drugged up and you didn't want to do a show because you thought you'd have a bag show?
I mean, look, man. First of all, I think how old is Vinny? Like 60? I didn't think he even knew what Instagram was. I didn't think he'd see that for days.
Yeah, one of his kids probably showed him how to use it, but he had it up on the big screen. So is there any fallout on like what you did, or your fans sticking with you? Or what is TMZ saying?
Oh, they're just thinking of everyone's sticking with me, man. They're thinking of all my classic characters I've done on SNL.
Which one?
Like me.
You on Weekend Update?
You just being you.
Yeah, me on Weekend Update.
Have you heard from Ariana Grande?
Heard she wrote a song about this.
I love Ariana, let me tell you. I mean, well, I'm actually I'm really tempted to leave this interview right now because you just even mentioned her. If anyone's even thinking about her, I gotta go in a car. How dare you?
So is
How
there
dare me?
Are you?
How dare they expect a comedian to talk about his extremely public private life?
Yeah,
right. So does any of this embarrass you when people and now everybody says you have a big dick? How does that make you feel?
I mean, look, man. I mean, people know what's a bigger dick move than not cocking it out and leaving a club.
That's
before
true.
You're supposed to
It's
go
a
on
pretty
stage.
big dick move.
It's a big dick move.
That's big dick energy right there.
I can't wait till I can do
energy.
stuff like that. Fuck that. He mentioned Neil Brennan.
I'm out.
Don't mention Lenny, Neil, Gary Gulman.
All the women you've dated.
You can mention Jimmy Martinez because I'm back in his fold.
Yeah.
Right.
Can you get me on Chappelle's show?
Seriously, what happened when Vinny? What happened that night when Pete left? Like, what do? They bring up somebody like
The refund.
No, they told him they could. I mean, Vinny might have done time, but people always get mad at Vinny.
Go up.
The problem with Vinny is that like everybody has an issue with Vinny on the way up because he doesn't. I'm not saying he treats comics bad, but it's his club, so he does a lot of time. A lot of people complain to me. I like Vinny. I think Vinny's a good comic, but a lot of people complain that he does too much time. So when they get a chance to stick it to Vinny, I think sometimes people do that, and they go like, "Oh, Vinny, you didn't treat me great." And Pete's a local guy, so he's worked at Vinny's club before. Yeah. Vinny said in the statement that I was always nice to Vinny. I let him order from the. I used to let him order from the headliner menu, not just the appetizers.
9/11 kids menu.
But Pete, I have to ask you, like,
that's why I left. Actually, he didn't let me order from the headliners menu this time. He's like appetizers only.
Apps only.
Apps only for you.
And a soda, no alcohol.
Ariana thing.
Louis has an issue with Vinny.
Really?
Huh? No, I know. I heard Vinny's tell it, so I'll let Vinny tell it. But they have two different versions of the same story. Because I heard Louis tell
Vinny
his
bring up
version.
Ariana at his show? And
Louis told his version, and then I think he told me in one of our car rides. And then Vinny, I heard Vinny either told me on the phone or I heard him talk about it on his show or something. So a lot of times on the way up, people, and if it's a local guy, I'm sure Pete. So you already had a pre-existing issue with Vinny?
Yeah. I was mad that he had a problem with Louis C.K. and I love him so much. So
No, but when you used to open or feature, did you ever have a run-in with him? Like, did he not pay you, or did he disrespect you, or did he say something about your dad, or like what? You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's just, Jersey guys. They bust your balls. I heard he had a role in orchestrating 9/11, so that kind of hit close to home.
It's Branstein, the Jews' revenge.
What's
I heard he called him
Branstein?
sick to his not work.
Right. I mean, doesn't this whole Pete Davidson thing, like, don't you make you date these really famous women, and then you want your security guard to come out and say, don't talk about it? Like,
No, but apparently his security told Vinny to not for the audience not to yell out Kate Beckinsale or Ariana Grande. So, and then Vinny just did what they told him, and then Pete used that as an excuse to not do the show. Is that what happened, Pete?
I mean, I got to talk to my security guys. I don't think they did that. Why would they do that? I clearly don't react poorly when people mention Kate Beckinsale or Ariana Grande.
Who do you like?
So I don't know what.
Who do you like better? Like looking back, Kate or Ariana Grande? Who's better in bed?
Oh, man. Well, I'd make Kate put on that vampire thing that she does and shoot me in the neck with a crossbow. Oh, that was so hot.
Yeah.
And Ariana, she kind of looks like she's like 11. That's kind of hot. And
It is kind of hot.
it's kind of hot.
and but man, yeah, it's kind of weird to go from dating, someone who just got out of Disney to someone that I jerked off to when I was watching Disney.
Kate
got a
Beckinsale
point.
has to be at least 40, right?
At least
5, yeah.
At least she's got a daughter as old as Pete.
Yeah, like
That's the next
22.
girl.
Yeah,
gonna
it's
date
funny
Pete.
that she looks so full of life, and I look like I'm dying.
Yeah, it's ironic. And you're much younger.
Will you get another tattoo about this incident?
Oh yeah, I should. I've already. I'm gonna get a Vinny Brand tattoo right next to Hillary.
Good, yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, Pete. Thanks for calling in.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Good
Hey,
luck.
Watch SNL this week. Adam Sandler's on.
What about you? Are you on?
Good plug. Yeah, he'll be on.
I'll be smoking weed in the back.
They got to put him on. He's like the star of the show.
I guess.
I'm playing Canteen Boy.
No, he's the only one who gets in the fucking papers.
They should show you just in an Uber making videos. That's what they should do.
Yeah,
That's
Vinny
really-
Brand plays the scoutmaster who fucks me.
They should have him. They should have him in the
gonna
back seat of a
squash the
limo,
meat.
saying, "I can't do the show today because someone mentioned my dad's name or 9/11."
It'd be so great if, like, he had like a list of dates he's going to have coming up, but like they're all canceled on purpose. It's like just a big gimmick, like
Yeah.
in order to not see him.
Yeah.
And then at least they sell some mozzarella
You can't.
sticks.
First of all, he's on a lot of drugs, so you don't know. I mean, if you're on drugs, sometimes you just go like, "I don't want to do the show." You're too high. You're not up to it, and then you blame fucking Vinny Brand. So
I guess.
I mean, I'm saying it's not like he's innocent all the time, Vinny Brand. Well, you don't even know what we're talking about.
I wouldn't know him if he.
Have you worked this club?
I have, yeah.
How's it? Speaking of Vinny Brand, how's Uncle Vinny doing? Have you worked
I was
there?
going to say, if you're going to fuck over someone in Jersey, Vinny Brand's not the one to do it.
Have you worked Uncle
I
Vinny's?
haven't. I'm banned from there because of you. I'm banned
Seriously,
for life.
still?
Yeah, for life. I'm not allowed to come back. I have to die. And if
Such
I
a
come back, I might be allowed.
Such a nothing club.
Oh, mustache.
Yeah, he may not know.
Right?
Yeah.
You probably name the real way, Brian.
Yeah, if I go in a BRI.
Right, and a mustache. You're like, hello, my lord.
How's your
I mean,
girlfriend doing?
She's good.
You guys still live together?
We live together. Yes, we do. We have a puppy.
You have a puppy?
Yeah, French bulldog puppy.
Oh my god, that's so pathetic.
Really is something else.
Why is that fucking
I
pathetic?
tried a time machine. Jesus Christ.
Why? Did you?
I would go
did you have
back
a
in
dog?
time and fucking redo everything.
I'd kill Hitler.
I would have killed Neil as a child.
Yeah.
Like we'll call it a drowning.
Drown him in a tub or
It's all
something.
right. We still would have had the Chappelle show. Everything still would have happened without Neil.
Yeah,
weird-
All those things still
It'd be like It's a Wonderful Life. Nothing changed.
Oh, she? Oh.
Nothing changed at all.
Neil's dead.
Play Rick James.
I just don't get the whole Pete Davidson thing, like in the sense of why are you bitching when people say the Kate Beckinsale's name, right? But you'll make out with her at center ice at the fucking Ranger game.
Like I'm a little baby because he's a baby.
What the fuck is going on? Like
Listen, that's the whole thing. That's my whole show. Everybody, all these people that make it or whatever, then they become bullies. Like Pete's like, oh, I vote for Hillary Clinton. I'm a progressive. But then like he gets a chance to shit on whoever he does. You know what I mean? They use their fucking celebrity status to be fucking assholes because they know they have more fans and they know they're gonna ultimately they're gonna win. You know?
I don't think
Gary Gulman does it with the fucking. He's going to fucking, Leslie Jones did it to me. Gary Goldman's like, I'm bigger than you and I'm more popular than you. And then he finds out I have all these fucking great troll fans.
They're the best.
Well, nothing who don't, I guess they're jobless.
that OVO crew is fucking
And
hilarious.
now they're all OVOs.
That guy's a mastermind from Albuquerque.
Artie Klein is fucking hilarious.
I don't even know. Now they all adopt OVO as their.
OVO is
What's
like
OVO even stand for?
He told us once, but I forgot.
I'm sure they could call in. I'm sure there's one of
Calling in.
someone's probably listening.
I forgot the tweet we were doing the show today.
Hilarious.
They tweeted that guy Steve, somebody that does the pictures of you and I. He tweeted.
Oh, Steve, yeah, but that's not but people forget
Official
what
Kevin Brennan.
people forget what time it starts.
Right.
I had to try to contact Vinny. Anyway, no, but that's what they do. It's like you can't fight Pete Davidson because he's popular, so he's gonna win.
Yeah.
And at least Vinny has the video of him like defending himself.
I don't think he knows that you can.
He might get a fucking death threat. That's what happens.
Oh, with
Like if you go up against a big enough celebrity, then you get fucking death threats.
yeah, you do get shit. Yeah. Yeah, but it
I'm
sounded
not
like
saying-
the audience went against Pete when he said
They were, but
were
still,
pretty
Pete will still spin it that he was victimized
Of course, yeah.
because I think he didn't want to do the show.
I think so too. I think something else was
Nobody
going on.
just bails because he said something. He could just go up on stage and make a joke about it. It's like when I open for Louis. The biggest laughs he gets is off of him jerking off in front of any kind of reference to that. So the biggest laugh Pete's going to get from now until the next couple of years is him Ariana Grande or who he's dating or he lives with his mom. It's all about his fucking personal life.
Right.
So he doesn't. So he could. So no matter what Vinny says, he can go up there and just make a big joke, and the crowd will be fucking eating out of his fucking big, gigantic hands. Doesn't he have big hands too?
Big thick cock apparently.
long arms too.
Yeah, it's all like all signs point to him having a big.
It'd be weird if you're like a celebrity. Everybody's like, it's not a big dick. Dating all these celebrity fucking whores, and they're like, it's not an impressive cock. Because it's always like Tommy Lee or fucking. They always have a
big dick.
huge dick. Even Kevin Hart.
He drove a
You think
boat
he
with
wouldn't
his
have a?
Hard have a big dick.
They say, yeah. Big J says he has a huge cock.
He does not have a huge cock.
Huh?
Big J has a tiny cock.
I bet.
Oh well, he talks about it.
But if maybe because if he loses more weight,
That's a lot of fat pad.
You would know.
Shut up. I am as God made me, sir. But no, yeah, Tommy Lee in that video, I jerked off that a couple days ago. He's driving the boat with his dick. They got that boat in Lake Havasu, and he's just driving the boat around with his dick. That's a big dick.
Why were you watching that video?
I like Pamela Anderson.
because he likes boats.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
He likes Tommy's dick.
So this-
Yeah. The video was on sale.
Oh, I get it.
I like when Jimmy tries to get mad at you, but then he can't
He
because
can't because it's a good pun. Did
it actually works. She hits the mark.
you watch the Motley Crue movie?
I did. It was horrible.
Yeah, you didn't like it?
No. It was like weird. Did you watch it? The Molly Crew thing?
I tried to, and then they're like, "It's not real. This is not really what happened." I'm like, "Okay." I get sick of like, this is kind of what happened, but it kind of didn't.
Well, the only thing that bothered me is that like when Nikki Sixx overdosed, he was with the fucking dudes from Guns N' Roses. He was with Steven Adler. He was shooting up with them.
Okay.
Slash. But that was the only thing that really bothered me. I'm like, yeah, that's a really important part though.
Well, yeah, but
Well, who they say he was with?
They didn't show. They just showed random people. I'm like, no, he was with very famous people when he overdosed.
I thought he would when there was a car accident. I thought it was a guy from Def. Was it Def Leppard?
No. You think he lost his
Who
arm?
was the guy who lost his arm?
No,
I don't remember.
No, it was the guy that lost his arm, but that was not with him. It was with the
Oh,
guy
that was a
from
different car accident.
Tokyo, fucking whatever it's
Who's
called.
the guy who lost his arm?
Yeah, Def Leppard.
Drummer?
Yeah, that's a Def Leppard drummer.
But he wasn't in the
wasn't with
car with
Vince
the guy from Motley Crue.
I don't think so.
It was a different car accident.
That was a different one.
Garrett,
Vince Neil fucking killed that guy.
Oh, back in California, they were all fucking high on coke and drunk. There was surprising they all weren't dead.
You only did
Goes to
30 days
show,
in jail for
coke
that.
doesn't kill as many people as they would allege that it does. You know what I mean? That
trying.
Artie Lang's still going, and all these guys that were in bands in the '80s, they all should be dead. You know?
Hey, Garrett, can you pull up a picture of Vince Neil right now? See how fat he is? Vince Neil is big as a house. Somebody posted a picture of Vince Neil on Facebook, and somebody just wrote Vince Meal.
That's a good one.
It's pretty good.
Was that you? Did you write Vince Meal?
No, I wish I did. I would.
Yeah, he doesn't look good.
He has like a strip club in Vegas now, and he's just big.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
That's a good gig.
And he comes out, he goes like, girls, give me a minute. And he like sits down in a chair.
Yeah, but they don't.
Girls.
They don't exercise.
Well, I mean, but he's
if you're used to being in a band, it's a lot of exercise to do a show for 3 hours, and then once they stop, then they don't want to.
Yeah, they
like
don't
athletes, they don't want if once they stop playing, they don't want to like stay in shape.
He also had a ton of personal tragedy. Like his daughter died. Tommy Lee had a kids party and a kid drowned in his pool.
It wasn't his kid.
Yeah, fair enough. But he had to like.
That's what I would have
threw him in the fucking.
That's what I would have said. It's not my kid.
Not mine.
It says mayhem right here.
Channel 6 shows up. It's not my kid.
Is that a mayhem for you?
No, I say don't have kids. Kids and pools don't mix.
My defense: 22 kids came, 1 died. There's a pretty good numbers.
Pretty good.
Pretty good
Bad.
numbers.
21 walked
Hall
away.
of Fame numbers.
Yeah. God, man.
Kids, you want to interview the kids that are alive?
Come on, look at them all.
Look, they're all happy.
They have
Look at
grab bags. You know,
They're all smiles.
Right, what's he up to now?
Oh, that's terrible. That's a big stomach.
Oh yeah, Vince Neil.
So they don't play together at all, right?
I think
They retired.
really looking
They're all
for
like
him.
done. Yeah,
What?
I don't think no one's really looking for him.
that's over.
It is. That's the problem. You don't have like a lot of great songs. You can only play like one song.
Yeah, I think they ended in 2015 was their last concert.
Really?
They were all like crying on stage. I'm like, guys, it should have ended 20 years before this.
Yeah.
Tommy's like Vince Neil's eating like a 6-foot hoagie.
You know who had a bad run with these guys is the actress. Now she's going mental.
The Locklear.
Now she's going crazy. She fucked all these guys, right?
Every one of them. Yeah, Tommy Lee.
The guy from
Gritty Politti.
Richie Sambora.
Oh, that's
Right.
right.
I
Yeah.
used to see her. I lived right where she lived in Westlake, and I used to see her all the time. And she was really hot. I mean,
Was she?
yeah.
Good take.
and it's just in. Chocolate's delicious.
She was hot.
It was
Good looking, that girl.
Good
She
looking.
should be on
No,
TV.
Heather Locklear was
not easy with women, but she was pretty hot.
Yeah,
She
I can
passed-
see it.
You know who looks great in person is Denise Richards. Homina.
Yeah, she's good
You
looking.
want a Starship on my trooper anytime you want. She was in Starship Troopers.
She's another one. She fucked Richie Sambora. That guy looks like
She also
a
fucked
fucking
Charlie
wolf.
Sheen.
know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because he's in a band.
That must be it.
If he worked at Walmart, I don't think he'd be getting that top.
Hey, welcome to Walmart.
I think he'd be getting that
surprised. A lot of
top
pussy
line
going
pussy.
to the Walmart aisle 9.
I would be surprised.
But
Go
like,
ahead.
you think with Charlie Sheen, like, do you think he's like, do you think they have HIV? Like, I wonder.
That one was before. She's hot.
How do you know how long Denise Richards
She
had?
doesn't look good. She's in one of the Housewives shows now.
Yeah,
And
she is.
she doesn't say a fucking word. My wife was watching it, and I'm like, "That's Denise Richards." All she goes is,
Right.
because they pay you depending on how much you say.
Really?
Like how much on screen you are. So if you just go, you're not going to be in a lot of scenes because they want drama.
I read a lot from a book. I'd be like, the other day I was at the super.
No, you're missing a point. They want drama. So if you're not when they do all the edits, if you're not in the show a lot, they pay you less. So that's why that's why they're all cunts, because they get paid for being cunts.
Wow.
Kind of like my gig.
I was about to say it's kind of like this show. It's very similar.
I just walk out, I start insulting people.
Housewives at
I got on the elevator and I was not even late. I was like early. I got here. I was gonna be like 20 minutes early.
Yeah.
And I'm on with some lady, and some guy sticks his hand in right before the door closes, and he gets on. I go, nice move. And I'm like, what? I don't have to fight this guy. But he was like a little Asian guy, you know?
Yeah,
And I assume he didn't even speak English, but I go, nice move.
I'd be terrified that elevator would keep going. You like cut your arm off. That shit happens.
It does happen.
Yeah, I mean, it really does. I remember once I was getting the subway and I put my leg out and the train started going with my leg out. I was like,
What? It dragged you?
no. I mean, like I got in and I had my leg behind me.
Oh, right.
Kind of ran the train and it stopped and then the train started
No, when
going.
we were going to your house, we had to get the train at like Smith or somewhere. Anyway, we were running. No, they get the R World Trade Center to take to the F or whatever. So I'm going up the stairs with my son, and my daughter's a little bit ahead of me. The train comes in, and it's about to. I go, go hold the door.
Sacrifice your kid.
Yeah, so I'm like, so my daughter is gonna go run, hold the door. Like we're like 3 feet behind her, but I'm like, you're there first, hold the door. But then she's like, she stops, and I'm like, ugh. I didn't get mad at her because but then like 2 days later, a woman at Union Square, she tried to hold the door and it dragged her to her death.
Yeah, so
I'm like, maybe my daughter has better instincts than I do.
yeah.
Like, don't hold the door.
Kevin, you got some explaining to do.
Yeah, she'd
You
be
leave with two
so
kids,
mad.
you come back with one. What's happening, man?
But you're like, ask about the
She'd
one
be-
who's still alive.
She'd be so mad.
Yeah, you be.
No, but I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't really tell your kids to hold the door because you don't know.
Cash
I mean,
flow.
I know what to do. You just fucking hold it, and if it's Union Square is weird because it's not a straight station, so it curves, so they can't,
my kind of station.
so they can't see. They can't see, but if the conductor can see you, he's going to open the door. He might say, "Fucking, don't be a you know what," and let the door close. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
But it was still dumb to say to my daughter, like, "Hey, hold the door open," you know.
Well, I told you I had that crazy homeless guy in the train. He started yelling at me and some other white people about how we took his culture. He's like, y'all are cavemen. We had a culture. You stole it. Y'all are cavemen. I did what any man would do. We got to the next station. I ran off the train. I'm not afraid of getting physically punched. I just want to get stabbed.
Yeah, like that guy fucking on Monday. My wife got mad at me. I didn't even tell her shit. Oh yeah, I did tell her he had a knife. Space Hunger. You remember
Right.
he brought the stun gun?
Yeah. Did you
So
bring it home?
Yeah, I saw that you had a stun gun.
I told my wife, I go, yeah, guy, and she goes, is there any? I can't even say this on the air. But anyway, but I go, yeah, the guy had it's illegal in New York. He wanted me to hold it. He gave it to me.
All right.
Yeah.
Fingerprints.
Yeah. So, and she's like, so a guy just has like a taser, stun gun? I go, yeah, I go, we knew him.
Friend.
We knew him from Twitter. But even
So we know he's been vetted.
even Teamster Tim, when he took out his knife, Teamster Tim jumped out of his chair.
He moved over.
He moved out. He goes, whoa. Because he doesn't know him from Twitter like we do. But it was like a Crocodile Dundee knife. It was a real fucking knife. You know what I
Great
mean?
if you like with your wife, you just stunned her culo, and she just had to fall down. You could just go to town for 45 minutes.
That's called.
La la.
I think that's called rape.
If you're married, it's not
Stun-
right.
Yeah, I think it still is. If you stun,
Kevin, I can't get up. Starving.
if you use a stun gun,
Stun gun when
You
she's sleeping. I
finished?
think
It's
it's
better if you came home from a gig and your wife's sleeping and your girlfriend, you use a stun gun to wake her up. So,
hey, honey.
so it's not rape because I think it is rape if you fuck them when they're sleeping.
Yeah,
Even though Bernie Mac has a great bit about like you come home, you start fucking your wife, give her the dick.
How's he doing?
He's dead. Give her the dick, and then she starts waking up. She's like, and then you give her the dick. You stir that motherfucking dick like it's a spoon and a cup of coffee. I think that was a black reference.
A cup of coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say about any of that.
So it is. We do feel like the Mouseketeers once Jimmy leaves and we can't say any words. Jimmy says whatever he wants, and we're like, hey, Wiggers.
It's like D'Artagnan just left.
I know. We're like,
Any AC stories?
go ahead, caller. No, we got a caller.
Oh.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, I just want to ask Brian, who's better eye candy for him when he does the interview shows, Brian McKenna or Mike Cannon?
Oh, good question.
Days ago. You're a little smaller than Mike, but I like your muscles are a little bouncier. So
Smaller house, shorter.
Mike was taller.
Mike's
Mike
taller.
He is?
taller. Yeah. I
think so, yeah.
And you return my phone calls, Mike.
People think you're creepy.
That's the video.
Yeah, look in camera.
Look at the
one.
camera. That goes right to
Mike
Gary
Cannon,
and
let me
Mike
tell-
Cannon's house.
My balls are coming for you and your cannon. You see what I mean? Because it's a cannon. Yeah, no, Brian for sure. Plus, Brian lives down the block from me, and he can keep a secret.
Yeah. Whatever that means.
Where do you live? What part of Brooklyn do you live in?
Park Slope.
Oh, you do? What street?
15th?
I don't
A
know.
little down the block, if you know what I mean. But he's doing all right. He's younger than I am. You'll make it. I'm gonna
Brian's house
make
is
it.
fascinating to me. You should see
What?
it. Brian's house is fascinating.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah, it's like
Like a fucking.
it's like a normal wife and kids and
No, it's not
dogs
so
and
normal.
shit.
They do a lot of whispering.
I know it's true.
I'm not a fan
He's
of.
plotting against
No,
her.
they're always like looking in people's direction, then talking quietly, like it's like a fucking like a movie.
I've got that flutesy girl on the show on Friday.
Oh yeah. Well, she's
Louisia Flutzy. She's been in here, right? Or she's done MLC?
Yeah, she's done our show. She's going to be
the
doing
stripper
you're gonna-
girl who said she's unfollowable.
No, that's Chrissy Monroe, and she is
sorry.
unfollowable for all the wrong reasons.
Did you hear she said that about her comedy? She goes, "You
She
can't
grind-
follow."
I
me."
was right there.
Were you? I didn't know you were
on my
there.
show. She grinds a pole. Yeah. So unless you bring a pole,
Brings her
I'm
own
sure Dave Chappelle can follow her.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few. There's a few. Gary Gulman, we're not sure. But
Right. Gary's like,
He'll pick her up. And, oh, I got so mad.
your fucking tits make me crazy.
Oh, so mad.
Did he marry Sade Pilot? S-A-D-E.
I don't talk about people's personal life. I don't talk about their. No, I don't.
Talk about
talking
Brian's
about-
boyfriend. Sorry.
I don't talk about. I don't talk about people's girlfriends. Or even with Lenny, I kind of didn't talk about that.
Oh, he's married as a baby.
What?
So he's married as a baby.
Okay, but I don't shit on the baby.
did you watch his set?
Stating facts, but I'm not. I don't know anything about.
Did you watch Lenny's set on the Tonight Show?
Yeah, I watched Lenny say. Yeah.
you think?
I thought it was A+.
A+.
It'd be funny. Lenny tries
I thought it was A+.
Tweeted I was on Jim and Sam the next day, and Sam goes, "You tweeted it?" I go, "Yeah, because what I don't have to." I go, "My fans know what to do." I tweet it and they attack it.
All you have to do is tweet it.
There's no point in me going like, "Here, everybody,
Watch this.
show them in the water." Just tweet it, and then let them have their fun.
It'd be funny. Lenny tried to pick you up at the underground, like in the bathroom, but couldn't get you up, like trying to pick you up at the bathroom.
Oh, a lot of people are happy. Probably did. He's probably heard like he's probably heard Lenny bitch about me, and he's probably heard different things, and he's like, well, he got it coming. I think that's what Noam thinks too. I had it coming.
Well, I think you are well respected, but universally reviled.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Like
Universally reviled.
That's the way Kevin should be brought up on stage from now on.
at the private on Saturday, I'll say, hey, folks.
This guy. No, the problem is with that, like if that kind of intro, then they expect me to be like really nasty. Yeah. But I just find it ridiculous, and then I can't match that, and I just do my acting. Like I thought the guy was nasty.
Right.
So you can't
Just
really
tell
win.
jokes about like
My wife and my kids, my culo.
That's why I didn't get about the Pete Davidson thing. That would be what you would bring me up as if I fucked Kate Beckinsale. I'd be like, this
Yeah.
next guy, he fucked
Yeah.
Kate Beckinsale last
Yeah.
week. Come on up to the stage.
And then I saw Sarah Silverman on Monday night too.
Did you?
What'd she say to you?
Huh? No, she was gonna bump me if I was late, but then she went on after me, and then I saw her in the hallway. She's like, "You were just on?" I go, "Yeah, I was just on." It's like, "Oh my god," she's wearing like an old lady dress, like, and then her first joke is like how she's a Jew or whatever. So people are like, she's a genius. It's all like, it's just like shock humor, Like I'm a nice.
she was funny, though.
I'm a nice lady. I'm a nice progressive lady, but all my jokes are like, shock jock kind of a thing.
Yeah, it's mostly what it is.
So I'm just like, oh, it's so fucking tired. Showbiz is disgusting. Anyway,
How was she
she's
sexually?
a hero. She's a hero too, even though her comedy's not heroic at all. You see my point?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, whose comedy is heroic?
I jerked off that.
So it's like my
I don't think
point
it's
is.
the point. I don't think
No, my point is these guys. They think they're fucking heroes. Pat Oswalt thinks he's a fucking hero. He's just a comic.
And a
They're
murderer.
not heroes and a murderer. It's on his credits. Allegedly. We have to say that. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Gary and also Gary Gulman hit me allegedly. So it's a lot of.
hit you.
Okay, I'm just making a point that
Your nipples.
he also,
You're saying.
yeah, a lot of allegedly things
nipples
might
took
have
a hit.
actually happened.
Your nipples took a hit.
I had to show my wife. I had to show my wife. I didn't take.
What did she say?
My wife said call the cops. No, I was gonna. When I
Policia,
got home, I
man.
go. I think there's a mark. So I took it. I took my shirt off.
I mean,
I don't like to take my shirt off.
I mean,
Even I took it off the other day, and Barry Ribs was like, wow, you got a bad body. This is from a 78-year-old Jew who lives in a basement in Elizabeth. Hasn't got laid since the Civil War, and he's telling me I got a bad body. He goes, you're lucky you got married. You're lucky you're married, else you never get any pussy. I was like, oh, that really hurts.
Yeah, coming from
you.
him. Yeah, coming from him.
doesn't have a stove.
Doesn't even have a fucking doesn't even have like a microwave.
Microwave, no. Oh, man.
Nothing. He has
Oh,
to blow.
Kevin.
He has to blow on stuff to fucking.
He tried to
In
kill
that
himself.
life,
He tried to kill himself on his hot plate, mashing his head on it.
went to Arizona for an open mic.
Try to jump out of his building, but he lives in the basement.
Right,
So
and to jump up.
he had to jump up.
And to jump up, climb out of the
Tried to kill
window.
himself. He keeps
Couldn't get
rolling.
couldn't get
rolling
through
out
the
window.
bars.
All right, yeah. Oh my God.
All right, shout out to me, and I've been amazing
Ay.
lately.
Sure,
And,
great.
Just killing it, Kev.
Who said that? Somebody saying we should get 3 days a week. He's killing it on social media.
Someone's tweet.
The guy in the sky. Keith, what are you doing? Give him 3 days a week.
All right.
I end up murdering somebody. He got 4 days a week. He killed a man on the subway. We got to give him 4 days a week. This guy's blowing up.
He's getting assaulted by people. It's great. This guy's killing it.
Guy's in the news.
A bunch of heads on a pike, It's like Gary Gulman's head here and Barry Ribb's head just for the fuck of it, Do him a favor.
Rob a bank.
Right.
This guy, we're going to give him Saturday as well.
All right.
I
8
can't
days a
be
week.
stopped. Anyway, I don't even know what I have to plug.
Well,
It's my birthday tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah, man. We're going to do a birthday show.
27.
Yeah, we're going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to be 40. How old? 47.
Times 2.
So, we'll do an MLC tomorrow, special MLC. I don't even know.
And I have a brand new promo.
Yeah, we're going to do your private. Is it still on?
Yeah, it's always on.
Saturday?
Man.
Where is it?
Come on by, everybody.
Where is it?
I need headliners. Sorry.
Is it East Side?
Yeah, East Side.
Uppers?
Yeah. Uppers and downers. What do you want? Black Benny?
Park Avenue? Park Avenue?
No, east of that. A little east.
East? First Avenue? I don't got.
Third.
Okay, third, because I'm going to say I'm not going to go to first.
You don't do York?
I do not do York.
Peppermint Patty?
I do not.
They don't do York
No
Avenue?
circumstance.
No, it'll be nice and easy. I get you going up third.
Do you? Yeah. Oh, you already got the order?
Got the order.
Who is it?
Aaron, Mateo, you, Bonnie.
Oh, there's a reason.
You can't have Bonnie close and Mateo's got to close.
Why?
Because he's fight. You can't follow him.
Mateo, you think so? Or I'll switch them. All right, that was easy.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, you should have Bonnie, Aaron, Bonnie, me, Mateo.
Okay.
Or Aaron.
He
Aaron, me, Bonnie, Mateo.
Mateo has to be out by whatever. We can talk about it. But
Then Mateo's going to say he's got to be out earlier, but I got to be out early. What time does the show start?
can we talk about this? Not now.
This is compelling. This is show business.
The show business. I want everyone there between 6:30 and 7. Show starts at 7:30.
Show starts at 7:30? Oh, that's going to be weird.
And then
What are we going to do? Blow?
I'm gonna do a half an hour
Do
storytelling.
Facebook Live.
Right.
I'm doing blow
Right.
just to get
Blow
more
with
views.
Right.
Oh, this guy's blowing up.
Right. I'm gonna do half an.
Blow on Facebook.
I'm gonna do a half an hour of inspirational storytelling.
You're joking, but of course you will.
Yeah, right. That'd be great.
All right, God bless everybody.
Wait,
You got
I have
plugs?
a new promo code.
Brian,
Wait. Go ahead, Brian.
How's Brewer doing?
He's good.
Have him call in someday.
Texted him. He didn't get back to me.
No, really?
He didn't get back to me.
Nobody gets back to
I
anybody.
didn't text him to call. I just texted him, hey, can you call me? And he never.
Oh,
So he might have texted me in between. But
all right.
next time, for sure.
No, I don't care. It'd just be funny, even if you got a Brewer impersonator. Maybe DeBona can do Brewer.
I could do Brewer. Showless, I'm sorry about it, but I live on New
Still
Jersey.
Columbo.
Well, it's all I got. It's the only one I can do.
All right, we got to wrap it
No,
up.
hold on,
These
we're
guys
still
have had a
doing-
full day. The
I have
booth
a
has had a
thing.
full day.
I got a promo code, man.
They had the
Shut up for 2 seconds.
Promo code blind.
Go to BrianPMcCarthy.com. Go to the shop. There's tons of new shit. Promo code is Gary Gulman. GaryGulman. All in capital letters. 20% off anything in the store.
They got to be capital letters.
have to be capital letters. Otherwise, it's 20% more. Go social media. Go ahead.
Nah, just fucking on my Twitter. Everyone knows. Everyone already
well,
knows.
excuse me.
Thanks, Brian
Wait,
McKenna.
Brian. Thanks,
Thank
Brian.
you. Jimmy Martinez, too.
Jimmy Martinez. Thank you, Jimmy Martinez. Thanks for Pete Davidson for calling in.
I got blisters on my fingers.